Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm exhausted. I spent a good portion of my afternoon rearranging furniture in my kitchen and just organizing, wiping baseboards down, mopping, lysoling everything, and kind of making my kitchen more functional for my family. I wanted everything that we use for the kitchen in the kitchen. We have this baker's rack that was in the dining room, which is open to the kitchen, but it's the dining area. I wanted it to be close by in the kitchen, so when we're doing dishes and my kids, my older two, take turns doing the dishes, they can just easily put back the stuff that goes on that baker's rack. So I rearranged a lot of things. I cleaned out my canned good pantry and wiped the shelves down, rearranged the shelves, moved the whole pantry over a smudge to make that sitting right in my kitchen. And I will turn this around and show you what I'm talking about. I am exhausted, and I know without a doubt I am going to hurt soon. But I got what I wanted done for now. And when I say for now, because there's always something I end up finding that needs to be thrown out or we don't need. So I'll show you what I did. Okay guys, don't judge the few dishes in my sink, but this is my kitchen. I had reorganized all this counter space, moved stuff that didn't need to be out before we left for the hurricane. All the stuff is cleaned up. Like I said, I just put those in there, so don't come for me with dishes. We have a boatload of recycling to take out since we've come home. But here's what I've moved. I moved this from over in that corner, took everything off, wiped it all down, moved the baker's rack, put everything back on. The trash can that was sitting right there is in there. I moved the coffee bar down just a little bit. My white pantry got wiped off. All those glass bottles that were on top is now gone, put away, out of sight, out of mind. I organized the best that I could. This is our canned good and heavy items go in here. So I organized it the best that I could. Our island isn't really cluttered, just has plates, cups, and juices and my drinks. Table is clean. My husband plays games here every other Saturday, so I moved his bookcases down into this corner. We used to have a dog's cage right there, and now her cage is right there. She is a little stressed because she doesn't know what I was doing. So she's in her bed. The other cage is right there. That white pantry was sitting where that guinea pig bedding was and trash can. So just got moved over a little bit, and the hanging basket was behind that. So now it's right there for now. But yeah, I like how this turned out. And yeah, I know my husband's table is a hot mess, but I'll let him tackle that because I don't know if he has a rhythm, a system for this, but those will get put up because they don't go there. But this was where the bookcases were. I just moved all the donation pile down, so my husband gets the hint that, like, I want you to get rid of it. And then I just put a couple pillows from the couch on this cute little bench that barely gets used, but my youngest uses it the most. It's right by the books if he wants to read. I might move it in here, right where that picture is that I got from my mother-in-law one year that I love, but I don't want to hang it until we paint because I want it to go up there. And I've rearranged and cleaned off that, my entertainment stand. So everything is cleaned up, looking good. Lucy is relaxing. Her wounds are healing. She's not liking the bandage, but it helps her. So this is pretty much all I've done. Yep, there's that garage sale. Stuff still sitting there. I just wish I could do this and go plop it in my garage, which I will probably ask my husband to help me move all of that in there. Because let's face it, I'm not going to have a garage sale probably for a very long time. So yeah, the next thing I want to do is my room. I always have all these cords by my bed. Need to really organize my shoes, but my room is always the last one to get organized. Mom life. So yeah, that's the little tour of my kitchen and what I have done. It's not perfect, but you can tell that we live here, but it is as organized as it's going to get for now. Like I said, I do have a lot of things in mind that I want to do. Our back porch that is right out there, it's really long. It's from over that window all the way past that window a little bit. We want to eventually get it completely covered and not screened in, but completely like glass enclosure, all of that. So my husband put his game table and bookcases out there instead. Oh, my baby's home. Bye. I forgot to mention, my husband right now is outside working on our van. Our AC, like I've mentioned before, in our car is gone. It is totally out. And it's only a 2015 Dodge Caravan. We bought it brand new in 2015. We are a van family. We are a single car family. Vans have been amazing for us. The van that we had before this was a used car, but it lasted us 8 years, and it still had low miles on it when we had to get rid of it because it broke down before our trip home from St. Louis. So we just traded it in. It was paid off. We got a brand new car because we knew we were going to need to get a new one. Things with that one was just not working out. So this one has no major issues. What's frustrating about this is that we took our van into the Chrysler dealership here locally in Yulee for recalls that we get, and we do all, you want to keep the recalls fixed because it's free to fix it. So we brought it in, and the AC was working, but it wasn't blowing as cold, but it still worked. So it was better than nothing. So when we brought it in and picked it up, we noticed the AC just did not work at all. So we called them and told them, hey, you guys had fixed the AC, fixed these recalls. Now our AC is not working, and that was not one of the things that was supposed to have been touched. It wasn't one of the recalls. And this is how I think dealerships get you with money, because they replied to us that, yes, we have a warranty on our van, and it could all be covered, but if they run the test and it's not the part that is covered, then we have to pay for the test, then the labor, and whatever they have to do, which can run you several hundreds of dollars, which we don't have. So we have no AC. I was very irate over it because this is our only vehicle. We have 3 kids, and we have to use this van everywhere we go. So yes, we rode in a van from Florida to Alabama with 0 AC. Every window was down. We were cool. We had ice packs. We were throwing ice packs around at everybody, keeping each other cool. We had coolers full of drinks. So we were able to keep ourselves cool the best that we could, but it's not fun, especially living in Florida. That's why we don't really go anywhere unless we really have to at the moment, because it's so hot. Thank God we have a pool in our community so we can keep cool and not go far. But my husband was at work today, and a couple guys that work on cars were talking about a part that could be, something to look into getting and seeing if it helps. I'm not going to say the name of it because it's probably not even right, but he went to AutoZone and got this part that cost us $30. And if this part actually works and helps our van, I will be so ecstatic, because it saved us hundreds of dollars. Even if it only works for a temporary time until we can get to a dealership to fix it, which I'm not taking it back to the Chrysler dealership that messed it up to begin with, but until we can actually get it looked at and have the funds to do it, hopefully this will fix it, and hopefully we don't even have to worry about spending extra money. But right now, he's out there fixing it, and I feel bad because it feels like 107 today here in Florida. It's very hot. So hopefully this is not a hard part to put in, but this is our only car. We're a one-car family. We sold my husband's car once we got it paid off because I don't really drive anymore, and the only time I have to drive is if there's somewhere I have to go, and my husband will catch a ride with a friend that lives in our neighborhood that, you know, works with him, and I have to have the car. But other than that, I really don't drive. So I think I've only drove once last month, and that was to take my sister to the airport when we went to the Backstreet Boys concert. She actually drove my van down to Orlando. I just had to drive her to the airport when she was leaving my house. So anyway, that's pretty much all that's going on. I am exhausted after just telling you what I just did in my kitchen. My husband came home from work, changed, and went to the auto store, and now he's changing that. My youngest is home now. The other two will be home soon. And then it's dinner, showers, and bedtime. Pretty much how the week goes here with school life. So I'm going to go rest now, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, I just wanted to get on here real quick and update you on what is going on. Tomorrow I start my Cytoxin infusion for my lungs. For those of you that don't know what Cytoxin is, it is a form of chemo, and it is used for various things, obviously, not just for cancer, but I'm using it for my lungs. I have systemic scleroderma, the diffuse kind I am labeled with. I need a double lung transplant, and I found out last year, 2018, March of 2018, that I needed a double lung transplant. I was denied new lungs because of two things. One, my weight, and one because of my GERDs. And I was then sent to the gastric department at Mayo, and they recommended me to do gastric bypass to fix both those issues, which was my GERDs and my weight. Because of my disease and all the limitations I have, they knew there was no way I was going to lose any of that weight on my own. I could probably lose maybe 20 to 30 pounds, which I have in the past, but I needed even more weight lost to qualify. So I was all on board because me being here is more important than anything. I'm a mom, I'm a wife. I want to be here for my kids and my husband. So I will do what I have to do to survive and live, like most people would. So I started that whole process last fall. I was 257 before starting any dieting, anything. Had my weight loss surgery in April of this year. I weighed myself a few days ago, and I am 168. Now, it did fix my GERDs, and the only time I need to use anything for acid reasons is because something had too much spice in it and it irritates my esophagus. If those that don't know what GERDs is, it's basically severe acid reflux, where no matter what, acid was going from my stomach up into my esophagus without being irritated, just daily, like constantly. I had to take very strong medications to keep it at bay because it was horrible. I avoided many foods that could irritate it, like acidic foods, never ate spicy foods, stayed away from fast food. It was just a really crappy thing to have to go through because it feels like you're having a heart attack when it flares up really bad. It really does. So happy to report that was fixed. That was the whole point of it. Surgery can fix it. So now I'm just losing my weight, and then I will go back to transplant and start doing what they feel like I need to do for double lung transplant. So this is where we're at. And this is why I'm doing this infusion, because the meds I was on, Cellcept, before my bypass, I couldn't take by mouth the capsules because the opening to my new stomach is the size of a pencil eraser, and the capsules was barely able to fit through that. So can't take it. They had a liquid form, but my body did not like that. And I was vomiting that medication up like crazy. So we found an infusion, and there comes with possible side effects and risk with like every medication comes with. And I'm nervous because it's a very strong medication. It suppresses my immune system even more. And I don't have an immune system anyway. So I start that tomorrow. And I'm very glad it's on a Friday. So if I feel like crap from this, I have the weekend to kind of chill and relax. But yeah, this drug is once a month for 6 months. And I don't know what I do at the 6-month mark. We haven't gotten to that. I'm sure I'll go back to some other medication. And we're pretty much doing this for as long as possible to keep me stable. This does not fix anything. There is no treatment to improve my lungs. The damage that is there is done. It's just maintaining what there is so I don't have to get worse. The whole goal of this is to keep my lungs functioning like it is for as long as possible without a transplant for as long as possible. My lungs function 22%, and I found that out last March. So I've been stable for a little over a year, so to me that's good. They are building at Mayo here in Florida. They have this lung center opening up, and it is to rejuvenate your diseased lungs. People keep mentioning it to me, and it makes me so excited because it's like mind-boggling to me that someone created where they take your damaged lungs, diseased, whatever it may be, and they can rejuvenate them and make them into healthy lungs. Not only does that cut down transplant wait list, it cuts down rejection because they're your lungs. I would love that. Many people, I think, would love to do that. That is one of the fears of knowing I need a double lung transplant, is that I could go into that surgery and not come out because my body could reject them. And don't know if you know this, but you can't live without lungs. So yeah, it makes it a lot less nerve-wracking knowing that, if I could get into there, I wouldn't reject my own lungs. You know what I'm saying? So fingers crossed that I can get into that. It's supposed to be done sometime in 2020. I just really hope that I can keep myself stable for as long as possible. That is the goal, is to keep me stable for as long as possible, for months to years if possible. I'm young. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have 3 young kids. I'm going to be 34 this October. And no one wants to operate on someone that's young, especially for a transplant, because the life expectancy after transplant is 5 to 7 years. Now, that doesn't mean, oh God, 5 years is up, like you're gonna die. It just depends on the person and your body. There's people I know that's lived 10 plus years and still have no issues. I've known someone that lived 20 years and just now showing signs of issues, and you just don't know. But it is nerve-wracking because you're having this surgery that's going to give you more time, but in the meantime you're sitting here like thinking about when your time might be up. It's one of those things that's like, it's great, but then it's also like this looming dark cloud over you. And I try not to be one of those people, but I suffer with mental health issues, and it's hard not to not to think that way. A lot of people tell me, oh, just stay positive. Well, staying positive doesn't do anything, especially when you deal with health issues every second of every day. And it's very hard to stay positive all the time. Now, I do have good days, and that's when I get most of my stuff that I need done. But saying to someone that's chronically ill to stay positive is like you might as well just talk to a wall, okay? Because that has no meaning to us, and I'm not trying to sound rude. It's just one of those things that's like irks me. You know what I mean? Like, everyone has their things that, like, irks you, and I could go on and on about what probably irks me, but I don't have that much time because my youngest is due to come home any minute from the bus. So I just wanted to get on here and update you guys. So that's pretty much where we're at. I will try and do a little video tomorrow at the infusion center. They told me it could take an hour to 6 hours to complete the infusion. It just depends on how fast or how slow they do it. Since it's my first time, it's probably going to take longer than an hour. I don't know. But we've made it for early in the morning. So hopefully, if it takes a while, my husband can just drop me off, come back home if he needs to be, to get the kids from the bus. Because our youngest, he's too young to have a house key and get in by himself. So no matter what, one of us is, you know, got to be here to get him. So it would be my husband. Anyway, I'm going to get off here, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here getting my chemo. Right now I am getting saline, then I will get the actual drug, and then I get some medication afterwards to make sure I don't have a reaction. So it's in my port. We're gonna be here for 3 to 4 hours, so brought a book. I'm going to relax. I have my drink. My husband is going to get a drink. Sorry that it's loud because I'm in an open room. Yeah. Nurse's station is right out there, so I'm probably not going to video that much. I'll try and video here and there, show you guys what's going on with my infusion, but if something happens where I start to get really sick, don't think I'm gonna video that. But yeah, we're here. This takes an hour to go in, and then I think I get the actual medication, the chemo, that takes another hour, and then I get medications after it to make sure I don't get any reaction. That takes like an hour or so. Yeah, about 3 to 4 hours. Then I'm gonna go home and relax and get comfy and rest, because this will pretty much wipe me out and make me exhausted. So I will check in later with you guys. Bye. Okay, just got my chemo. I'm exhausted. So yeah, just got the chemo. Takes 1 hour. And then I'll get meds after, but I'm very tired because the pre-meds made me very sleepy. So I'm gonna go. Hope you guys are having a great afternoon. Bye. Hey guys, so we are done with my chemo infusion. My husband stopped at Jimmy John's to get us some lunch. I am very tired. The pre-meds wiped me out completely, and I am ready to go to sleep, but I need to get some food because I haven't really ate anything all day. I love Jimmy John's because they have the unwich option, which is like a Jimmy John's sandwich, but a lettuce wrap. and I can make it last 3 days because, well, it's a 6-inch and I only eat like, I don't know, this much of the sandwich at a time. Anyway, everything seems to be going okay. I am just tired, which is normal because of the pre-meds that they gave me, and the chemo itself is going to make you tired. I have to watch out for certain side effects that isn't normal, that if it happens, I have to go to the ER. So fingers crossed that doesn't happen, because I have plans for this weekend. I'm going to get my nails done tomorrow, the first time in several years. It's time to treat myself and do something I've been wanting. I've been wearing fake, cheap Walmart nails and they last, I can make them last to a week or 2 weeks tops, but they pop off easily. And I got tired of having to re-glue and re-glue, so it's time for me to get some acrylic nails that can stay on better and not as flimsy as Walmart nails. So I hope you guys have a great afternoon. I will check in with you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, so I'm home. I took a 3-hour nap. It was very needed. I could not rest in the hospital because we didn't really have privacy. We just had a curtain for our door, and my bed was directly by the nurse's station, and they were spilling all sorts of tea. I heard about infidelity issues with a friend and just craziness, and of course it was lunchtime while we were there as well, and I got to smell all the amazing foods that they were bringing in and ordering. I don't get hungry. It's weird. Like, I don't, like, my stomach doesn't growl because I don't have a stomach. I have a pouch. So, but I do want food. Like, I know I need food for my body. It needs nourishment. And hearing them talk about it made me want something even more. And my poor husband didn't want to leave me to go get food at all. Sorry that the camera's moving. I have a janky setup. I'm holding this camera in between my knees. So, yeah. So anyway, he didn't want to go and eat hospital food because, do you blame him? I mean, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. So we were going to get Jimmy John's on the way home, which I showed you. I love Jimmy John's because they have the option of having an unwich, which is a lettuce wrap sandwich. Just like you would get whatever favorite sandwich you want, they do it with just a lettuce wrap. And I can make it last 3 days and maybe 4 days if I only take a few bites, which I did today. I was so extremely tired from the medication and I needed the rest. By the time we got home, I think I took 3 bites literally of my lettuce wrap and fell asleep for 3 hours. I woke up to my kids eating dinner. So it was very nice to get that sleep. I probably could have slept the rest of the night into tomorrow, not gonna lie, but I don't like doing that, so I forced myself to get up, get something to eat, which I'm having this little salad that I pre-made over last night, which I'm so glad I did because it saves me from being in the kitchen longer than I need to. But tomorrow I have a nail appointment. I'm getting my nails done for the first time in years, people. Years. I was very scared to get my nails done. I used to get them done all the time, but I quit for one reason. And I know, that doesn't mean that every nail salon is like this, but I quit going after I got this infection, and I almost lost my fingertip from, like, it was this thumb from the crease right here up almost had to be amputated because they cut so deep around my cuticle and cut it that it got infected. Now, because I have lupus and scleroderma, I can get infections easily. And I don't know if the tools they also used weren't properly sterilized, because I didn't have this problem before at previous other places. But that was enough to be like, okay, not doing that again. And if I do, I'm going to investigate places and make sure there's no bad reviews that this happens to any place I go to. So I found a place. They haven't had an incident like this. I explained to the girl on the phone. She was very nice. She understood my concern. She says that if I didn't want my cuticles cut down too much, they won't do it. They'll just do my nails and call it good. I said, okay. I don't want my nails looking janky. I want them to look really good. So I'm going to get my nails done, and I will show you guys tomorrow what they look like. I'm going to take my daughter with me because she's going to go get a haircut after we're done with me. And yeah, I'm going to have some me time. It has been years since I've enjoyed some pampering to myself. And what I went through today, I need some of that. So hopefully tomorrow I feel a little better. I'm just very, like, zero energy at all. And I'm fatigued all the time, but this is like a different type of fatigue that I've never experienced. This is kind of like you've been working 24 hours straight, didn't have no sleep, and you're so restless, and you know you could nod off at any second, but you're just forcing yourself to stay awake. Like, I feel like I'm a walking zombie at the moment. So, yeah, sorry that I'm not eating that much and talking to you, because when I take bites, I have to rest in between. I can't just shovel food in my mouth because I'm supposed to take 30 minutes to eat for my meal, and I need to make sure that I don't overeat and I know when to stop. That helps me knowing, okay, you're full, stop, because if I don't do that, I will get sick. So, gotta take my time. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good weekend. I'm hoping that my weekend's going to be good just because of what I did today. I'm really hoping I don't get sick, and I have all these side effects I have to watch out for. So, fingers crossed I don't have any of these side effects happen that they gave me on this paper, because I really don't want to go to the ER, and I really don't want to deal with it. Only thing that's getting ready to be crazy is that tropical storm they're watching. It's crazy. We evacuated, came home, a week later, already having another storm. Hopefully it's just, tropical storm means a lot of wind and rain. And tropical storm can do some damage, so I'm not downplaying that at all, because I've been through tropical storms before. One, it was Tropical Storm Barrel, and that was some craziness. We lived in base housing when that happened, and trees were being plucked up out of yards in front of our houses and tossed around like they were sticks. So I know tropical storms can be just as bad, but the only difference is base housing has backup generators, so we never lost power. So that was good. Now we live in our own home, in a subdivision where if the power goes out, power's out. So, fingers crossed that doesn't happen, and I feel really bad because it's going right back over the Bahamas, where they've already endured enough with Dorian. So it's like, here comes tropical storm. I think they're calling it Humberto, but either way, it sucks for everybody that's in this path of the storm that's already been affected by this hurricane that we just had. So I'm gonna get off here. I know my hair is looking crazy as always. I just got out of the bath. I'm gonna let it air dry, and then I'm going to put the silver in my hair finally. It's been a week since I dyed this, and yeah, I need to cover this up now because this is not the look I'm going for. I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, so I finally got my hair dyed. My husband did it. He did a great job. I used the metallic silver first because I really wanted it to cover up everything, and it did just that, and I love it. It is this metallic silver color. I'm getting my nails done tomorrow, so I was like, I want my hair to look good because I'm not going to a salon. So I feel like crap, very fatigued. I've been taking it easy. I did take, like I said, a 3-hour nap, and I used energy I didn't have already to have my husband do this. I was gonna drive me and my daughter tomorrow. We're doing a little mother-daughter outing. I'm getting my nails done and I'm taking her to get her hair cut. But I'm so fatigued and so worn down that I don't trust myself to drive us. So my husband is going to drop us off, which makes it easy because it's not going to be a quick thing. It takes at least 45 minutes or longer to get my nails done, especially since this is my first time in years and I'm getting them pretty long. I love long nails, and I'm not just doing one color either. I'm getting like an ombre pink, and I will show you guys tomorrow in a video of what I do and what my daughter does. She has short hair already, and she's just getting it trimmed up and cut differently and keeping it short, so it shouldn't take that long for her hair. She's not dyeing it. It's nothing crazy, just a haircut. But yeah, I love it. It covered up all the little like weird greenish blue things I had in my hair. I had bought a lighter silver that I was going to use as highlights, but I love this so much that I'm not even going to do anything. I'm going to save that box for maybe another time. If this starts to fade, I'll add that to this, but this is going to probably be the color that I probably stick with for a while because I've been wanting this color for a very long time. And I would go to professional hairdressers and they would give me some excuse on why they couldn't get my hair to this color. Yet my husband could do it. And it didn't take that long to do it. So it kind of aggravates me that I spent a lot of money at a hair salon that couldn't do it. And that's why I quit going to hair salons, because it's nice to pamper yourself. And I'm not saying that they're bad. It's just I always would walk out with something I didn't want. Like I said, I wanted this hair color, and that day I walked out with red hair. And yeah, it was a bomb color, never did red, but I didn't want it. I wanted this. So I'm very happy. I tell my husband, I was like, maybe you should own a salon. But anyway, I'm going to get off here because it's bedtime. I'm exhausted. I'm probably going to fall asleep ASAP. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, so it is Saturday, and yes, I did go and get my nails done. It took all of my energy to do what I did. I literally almost canceled my appointment because I feel so worn down. Today was not a good day. I did not sleep good last night. I was up and down with stomach issues, which is a side effect from chemo. So that was not fun, and I felt like I was dying. But I will show you guys my nails. They are very cute. I didn't get the length that I wanted. I love very long nails, but because my nail bed was short, he informed me that if I went ahead and got the length that I wanted, they would break off easier, and I'm not about to shell out some money for my nails to not even last a month. So I went ahead and got what I call a medium length, but what others would call long. So I will show you. They're really cute. They did the dip powder, so it's got cute little sparkles in it. I did like a pink ombre that fades into a white at the tip. And they have acrylic powder on it, but instead of using fingernail polish, they use the dip powder. So I will turn the camera around and show you my nails. And here they are. Aren't they cute? They're just so glittery and so pink and cute. If my camera will focus, come on, there you go. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get them longer next time. Hopefully my nail beds grow some more, so when I go and get a fill, I can get them a little longer. But yeah, they will do for now. I find myself wanting to do this. But yeah, they're cute. And I forgot to mention that this is the first time I've had my nails done in 3 to 5 years professionally. I usually buy fake over-the-counter, like Walmart brand nails, glue them on. They last 2 weeks at the most. And I'm always having to re-glue them because they pop off, because they're not sturdy like acrylics. So I'm constantly having to reapply nails every other day. I got tired of it because, yeah, they're cheap, but it adds up because you're having to keep buying them every 2 weeks. So I could have just saved the money and went and got my nails done. But I finally did. And I told my husband, I'm definitely keeping up with these nails. I am going to get them filled every month and keep them because I don't have to worry about painting. I don't have to mess with anything. And it's just easy. So I'm gonna get off here because I need to go rest. I'm exhausted. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Sorry it's taken me some time to get this video out, but with chemo and everything else that's been going on, I'm just exhausted. I was still trying to work on the Orlando video that I keep saying I'm gonna put out. Doesn't look like I'm going to end up getting that video out because I lost some of the footage. I just went back to try and get the clips put together and got very disappointed that somehow some of the clips didn't make it. So I just am not gonna be able to do that. So anyway, I'm gonna get off. Hopefully tomorrow I am feeling a little better and not feeling so worn down, but at least I have my nails done. I don't have to worry about that. The only thing we have going on tomorrow is taking my daughter to get her hair done. She was supposed to go with me today, but she ended up not feeling good. So after I was done at the nail place, I saw a hair place right next door. So I walked in. Luckily, they don't do appointments. They just do walk-ins. So I just have to show up with her tomorrow and get that done. So thank you for watching. And I want to say hey to all the new subs. Thank you so much for subscribing, giving me a chance. I know I don't have that many followers. I'm a very new channel, but for people like you that give me a chance, it helps me spread awareness and gets my page recognized more. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And please hit like and subscribe if you're watching this, and tap that little bell for notifications on new videos, and share my videos. That helps me get noticed even more. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.